Every goal of any size can be broken down into a series of small steps. Skill is a measurement of how proficiently one can execute these relevant actions. Through skill, we can execute on our short-term goals. Through strategy, our short-term goals will lead us to our long-term goals. One might wonder what I mean by proficiently in the opening quote, and I mean something very specific when I say that. I mean higher accuracy and less mistakes, faster and less wasted time, and more effortlessly with less energy wasted. So in reference to the initial quote, a goal can be broken down into individual steps, and the Rubik's Cube does a good job really illustrating this idea. First, you build a cross on the bottom, then you insert the corners in with the edge piece. Then next you have to apply one algorithm to orient the pieces upward, making the top yellow, and then another to permute them. When turning the cube, we practice making moves as efficiently and quickly as possible. We practice common patterns ahead of time. In fact, I made 16 quarter turns here. Notice how I never have to re-grip the cube. Sometimes I just turn it twice with one flick, and you can see I turned the top and the bottom simultaneously at one point. There's no hesitation between moves. So, having learned to solve the Rubik Cube quickly and methodically, I've definitely applied these skills to other things in life, such as in working, playing competitive games and sports, and also for simple tasks like cleaning an area, for example. So my direct recommendation to everyone would be to actually take it upon themselves, learn the Rubik Cube, see how quickly you can solve it. That's something you can do which will change your life, really. It really will. It sounds kind of silly, you're just solving a puzzle, but the techniques that go into solving it and the skills required which you must develop do carry over basically everywhere. So go for it. I think we all can agree, Mariah Carey, the singer, in her prime was amazing. So real quick, we'll analyze a little bit of her music, and I'll show you how much complexity is packed into every note. You'll see quick note shifts, small grace notes, controlled vibrato, and glissandos, for example. She did 16 things in just 6 words of the first verse. Michael Jordan's move, where he fakes going right and then does his famous fadeaway jumper, is an example of this combination of successive groupings of small movements to result in a highly effective attack on the basket, in this case, bringing him closer to his goal of winning the game by scoring the ball. And you'll see here I label each individual action of the play. So how is it possible to stuff so much complexity into such a small place? Through what we call muscle memory, we gain the ability to master small movements which are made frequently. And we can train ourselves to use combinations of these mastered movements together, and we can build complexity. Similarly, we can go on to combine groups of groups and create even more complexity, and this is what a real expert is. An expert in anything is someone who has these combined groups of complex movements or actions or any sort of subdivision of human activity. The beginner athlete will be learning the basic actions for their sport, such as how to legally dribble the ball in basketball, for example. Someone who's in intermediate stage will focus on the techniques which involve groups of actions, such as in jogging down the stairs or learning a dance move. An advanced person focuses on combinations of techniques, such as in learning a whole dance routine. They're combining their various techniques into a complete act. An expert focuses on the strategy. Continuing on with the dance metaphor, the expert dancer is focused on learning new dances and building their repertoire. They're learning how to use their dancing more expressively or professionally. The world-class person focuses on meta strategy. In our example of dancing, the meta strategy would mean maybe they have mastered many dances and focus on when and how to use, invent, and combine dances. They're highly paid and they're sought after by fans and artists everywhere. They have the right moves for the right gig at the right time. So now you're probably beginning to really see the benefits of thinking like this. You can actually develop these types of advanced skills, and you don't have to be some innately talented person. You just have to take the right approach and you'll get there. Thank you very much for watching.